Hello everybody and welcome back to Saxlingham. So we are just on getting the last bit of this straw baled. I have just off camera, as you can see, stacked, better put automatic drop on. I have already stacked all the bales up and I've taken 2 lots to the side already, so we just need to finish off these 2. Once we've done these bales, well, once I've finished the baling, I'm not sure of what to do with the baler, whether we should keep it and we can maybe go cut some grass again, but if we did that we would then have to buy a wrapper instead, because obviously this is not an all-in-one. We also have this field to prepare with lime, and we may look to get this drilled. This obviously wants to be, because it was barley, this wants to be canola. And I would like to try and get these rolled. The only thing is, if we do drill in this episode, it means we'll be holding on to the roller and the drill for another episode, so we'll have to pay a leasing fee, which that isn't too bad. But anyways, I think we'll just get cracked on, get this field cleared, finish the baling, and we also, just whilst I remember, and I think I said last time we weren't going to sell the silage and that we were going to keep it for the cattle. Silage is well above its max value, its max price, so it would be silly for us not to. So I have also loaded the trailer up fully of silage. So once we've got this field cleared and limed, we would take the silage over and get that sold. As you've all probably noticed, it's a very special episode today, because we have, I'd mentioned to you about getting some part-time staff in, and we've done it. So this is, I can't call him my brother-in-law because I am not married to his sister, but anyways, he has come to give us a helping hand today. So I'll just tell him what he can do for a first job for us, and then hopefully between us two and our main and our other worker, I'm hoping to at least get this field sorted and field 41 get that combined and harvested for us. But let's just, come on Belle, let's not be awkward now please. There we go. So we'll put this on and we'll leave it down there. That's not very good at all. We'll leave it down in the bottom corner with all the others. So that's the plan of attack for today sorted. So we're going to leave this bale here, and then we're going to jump into the New Holland, and I'm going to go get this silage sold. So let's turn this off. And we will run through to here. Let's just drop the baler off, because like I say, I'm not sure whether we're going to keep this or not. We'll go get the trailer on, and then we'll have a look at where's the best place to sell the silage. There'll be a serious amount of weight on that trailer in silage there. But let's drop that on, and if we go to the, here we go, time saving stock checks, the silage farmers market. Where is that? I think I've been to it, and I think it could be down here. Yes, so this is, what did we sell? Did we sell the straw bales down here? I think that's what we possibly did, was sell a load of straw down this way, which was a nice place to go. And I'm glad we've got the New Holland, because it's got a lot more power than what the John Deere does. I think the John Deere may just have struggled to get us down there. But right, And then we've got, once we've sold this, we've got a few more bales left to do, and that should be roughly about £77,000 into the bank account. But also, there should be a bit of an environmental score for us, so it'll be a nice sort of boost to the bank balance. So I've got to remember, is it the first shed or the second shed? I seem to think, okay, it's this second shed is where we want to be. So it's in here. Last time, after we'd left the shed, we turned left. We want to turn right this time. So if we take the straps off early, and let's make our way through. Oh, I've lost some bales out the back there. That alone, I think, has made us 70,000, and we've still got a few more bales to go. But what we'll probably do is, if we are looking at getting the drill on or anything like that, we'll probably want to swap that over and put the John Deere onto here. But let's get back to the farmyard, and then we can look at getting this loaded up. Look at that fine job going on over there. Oh, that's amazing. And we still haven't got, we should really get the combine going so we can get our worker going at the same time, and then we will be all out capacity. Right, let's just pull this forward, because we'll have to drop off the bale spike. And what I should have done is, when we went to go drop off, well, we went to go gather up the bale spike, we should have seen if there was a different configuration for the back of here, so then we could put trailers and so on. But that was something that we missed the opportunity, let's say, to do that. But right, let's go get the grab on. And then, like I said, I do think it would be worth probably changing machinery, but we'll just see how the part-time staff is getting on. I've just said how weird it is having. It's first time I've ever played multiplayer, and it's definitely something I'd love to do more of, and I'd love to do sort of a challenge, sort of. You see Dagwin and Chainsaw do it all the time, where they go against each other. I think that's such a brilliant idea, but it's just finding someone who would be keen to do that, because it is a bit of a commitment to set on what times to do, because it's like us two today. We had organised to do this on Sunday, and it's currently Wednesday. But obviously, as you know, life very much gets in the way, so it's something that we weren't able to do. But luckily, unfortunately, we're able to do it tonight. What? He looks like he's having too much fun in John Deere, although I know that he's a very, very big Fent man. So having all this John Deere equipment hasn't gone down very well. Let's just say it like that. But right, let's get these bales on, and then, like I say, we'll have to probably have a look at changing vehicles over. And this is the last load of silage on. So we'll reverse this back, and then now I think we can take this header back. We can put this into the store, because we don't need this no more. He's very kindly going to go sell the silage for us. Don't forget to put straps on. There we go. We'll park this up, and then we want to, because I think it would be a good idea to go have a look at the combine, which we have got that refueled now, and we can start to take that to 41, and we can also look at getting our worker sorted to get him on. He could possibly go on leading for us with the John Deere. So let's just, that can go there, so we turn that off and run round the side, and you'll see our combine. I did realise the other day, well, I say realise, I did read the other day, we can go bigger with the header, and we don't need a trailer with us. If we were to have bought the Macdon header, that's a 15.2 metre header, so it's the same size as the New Hollands and the John Deeres, and you can sort of change some of it to the class colour. So that could very well be an upgrade definitely for the future for us. Yeah, because that extra bit of meterage, it will soon all very much sort of add up. So I did think about this grass, whether to cut all this again, but I would say, looking at that, it's still a growth stage. It's got one more growth stage to make it max value, so we will leave it just for now. But it's definitely something to do, because I'm also unsure what to do with our small field. Where is the best place to park this up so that we can get the header off? But yeah, our small grass field, I know we've put a bit of time and effort in, and it's why I'd like to get one more cut out of it before, if we did go sell it. But I just think it's too small for what we want, like really to make any value out of it. So it may be worth selling it, and then we can use the finances to keep us going for the near future, and then possibly after then we could look at buying another bigger sort of grass field, because especially with all the little bits of grass that we've got everywhere, you know, fair dues, they're not classed as fields, but with all those other little bits, we will be able to make money out of them. And that just, to me, it makes sort of the most amount of sense. But right, let's get this unfolded. We don't want to drive in the crop, otherwise we can damage it, and that's the last thing we want to do. Let's get the header on, and we'll just get this started, and I think we'll get our worker on the John Deere, and he can bring that over here with the Bailey trailer. So if we just park up here, I'll give him a shout. So I think what we'll do is, once we have filled the Bailey trailer up, which we will do with this, and there'll still be some left in here, is we'll swap with the worker, we'll take that down to the farmer's market, and we will let him continue on combining. Because to be fair, I should have been paying attention. Oh dear. What I was saying was, to be fair, doing 2 headlands, we've soon got through it all, and I reckon one more time lapse and this field will be done. So that isn't bad sort of at all. So let's just hop out and wait for the worker. Come on, you should be coming down here now and getting yourself loaded. Or is it because I've hopped out? What I may do then is I may just hop in and I can get you out. Now you're out of here, I can take the cover and I can take this load into here. Then, like I say, I can go to the farmer's market whilst they carry on. But yeah, there is seriously not a lot left to do, and then we can move on to the next field. It just makes you think, when we do eventually get, because that Macdon header, I think I'm nigh on certain I'm getting that. Let's just pull forward so it fills the back up. it will take a lot more. So now if we just pull around here, I haven't used this sell point to be fair yet, it's always been doing bales. So this should be, and I just hope we don't get paid for any of this, because if we do, we're in the wrong place. Okay, brilliant. We are in the right place. So I reckon there could only be one more load after this, because there can't be much more left in that field. Well, there we go. That tells us that we'll almost be. So it's one more and a tiny little bit. And then I would like to try, because I think there could be quite a bit of money in if the sort of the leniency that you are left that you get to take home with you, instead of selling it straight away, would it be worth us holding on to it? Better just put my beacons on. Oh, I didn't look. Would it be better us holding on to it, especially if it's a substantial amount of money? And then it all depends on how many harvesting contracts that we want to get done this time. It could be very, very helpful. So let's see actually how much Lado's done here. Oh, there seems to be a bush in the way. And why is he cut down there? Oh dear. Well, that's certainly a bit better. We've just removed that bush. I'm sure the owner of the field won't mind too much with that being gone. Anything to make life a bit easier. But right, what I am going to do, whilst we are here, we can turn the beacons off now because we're in the field and the combine doesn't have his lights on, so we're alright. We're going to get on to the shop page and have a look at rollers. So here is the collection we've got. It's not a very big collection, but obviously we've got this, that's 12.3 metres at 46,000. What are these? 9.4, 7.6. So really, I would say this is our sort of best option. So we'll lease this one, and then that can be for us for rolling the field after it's drilled, which that should be if we go on to here. Yeah, so just starting on the headlands. Doing a fantastic job for us. That is unbelievably helpful, and like I say, we shouldn't be too far off getting 41 done, and then we can move on to 26. Where, thinking about it, 41 we probably want to sell it all, and because we have a load of canola in storage, whatever's left from 26, I reckon we put that into storage, because at least it can mix in with all of ours. So I thought I might as well take over now, because by the time we've tipped this, it should be, what we're going to say, this combine full, maybe another full one. I think we may get another sort of 13,500 litres. But I know one thing's for sure, it's definitely going to be a bit quicker and a bit better if I'm the one driving. The only problem will be is we will have to sit and wait for him to unload, because he won't unload off us whilst we're moving. So I'm hoping I've got some very exciting news. I've just ordered all the parts, but I'm waiting on a CPU cooler and some fans. But I'm currently in the process of organising my first ever sort of full computer build. So the computer I'm using at the minute, I did buy it as pre-made. And then, but when I bought it, I think it had an i5, obviously Intel. I want to say it was an i5, but sort of like 900, so it's got a relatively old chip in it. So I upped that up to an i7 1100, I think it was. I think is it 1100K? I can't remember. Which, when I did that, I also had to swap out the motherboard. So on doing that, I then replaced the CPU cooler, and I've decided now, because I've changed my monitor, so I'm now on an Alienware 4K OLED or whatever it is. I'm not the most technical with stuff. I am whoa, where you going, worker? Whoa, stop. Okay, I better just wait here. I'm not the most technical when it comes to stuff, and I don't really know too much what I'm doing, but obviously with the help of certain people. Do I just need to reverse before we crash? With the help of certain people, I've managed to find the parts. So obviously my brother-in-law, who's helping out today, he has been very, very helpful with parts, because he's awesome when it comes to stuff like this. I've also messaged the company that I bought my PC off, which not to give them any, well, basically it's a plug for them, is Direct Computers. So they have taken me for the case I've selected. They've found the CPU cooler and fans for it that I require, or they've told me which ones to go for, so that everything's the RGB and all that will all be the same. So anyways, long story short, I'm going for, because I've got a 4K monitor, I've decided to go big. I know I was looking at the Alienware computers, ready-made ones, so that shows the extent of my knowledge that I'm saying ready-made. I just found that a lot of what people were saying were they weren't the greatest of things, and they weren't really, when you compared them to the Ryzens, to the Ryzen 9s, I think it is, they're completely different, like, and they're miles apart. So anyways, the CPU I bought is a 9950 X3D, and I have bought a 5090 GPU. So it should be, this is the problem, it could very well be wasted on me, but it should be fairly epic when it's all made up. But it's me making it. I've never made a PC before, like, completely. So I've put a motherboard in, I put a CPU in, I've plugged everything back in from where I took it all out. So you can't say that that's too big a job. So I've just taken over for the work, and now I'm taking this down to the sell point. So yeah, so it's going to be fairly interesting. I don't know how long it will take me. I know if I was to give it to someone who knew what they were doing, it would take them 2-3 hours, and then it's all done. Obviously the transferring of, I have no clue how to transfer my saved games from here, from the PC I'm on now, onto the new one, because I'm tempted to keep both of them, and then this other one sort of a backup, and I can go towards sort of the family to use and stuff like that. But anyways, so it's very exciting times. It's also a lot cheaper to build your own one. I think the difference in the two, I don't know, should I talk about money on here? The difference in the two is about £2,000. So that's a huge difference just for me to spend a few hours, maybe days, maybe weeks, to work out how everything goes without breaking anything. That will be the big thing, not breaking anything. So yeah, so very, very exciting. I've gone for 64 gigs of RAM, which I think is far too much, but I am going OTT on it, because my thinking is if I spend now, it's future proof. It's like the power supply. I think it's a 1600 watt power supply. Far too much wattage, but I'd rather it be right. And then the SSD, I think I've got a Samsung Gen 4, the Samsung Pro 4TB, and I think is it the 990. But then I've also got a second one because I panicked. and then bought a Samsung 9100 which is Gen 5, so that's going to be my main one that I'm going to work with. I'm just trying to think what else there was to it all. And it's an all-in-one CPU cooler I'm going for. I think. So as you can imagine, if anyone who knows about computers will know that it should be alright. And then hopefully for me I can get the quality of these videos up for you all. Because I know I did upgrade my PC for the release of FS25, and then when I started doing videos it was very much on the proviso of if I enjoyed it and got on with it, then I would look at upgrading properly. And so far I'm really enjoying it. The recent, I think I've shot up on, well, I say shot up, for me, shot up on subscribers, which has given me an extra sort of oomph behind it of going, oh Christ, people are actually enjoying these videos, and well, I hope they're enjoying them, they're subscribing, so I want to do more. And obviously if I can make the best the best quality videos possible, then I think that all helps. And I think I've just been talking for about 5-6 minutes absolute solid about something where if someone else was talking to me about it, I wouldn't have an idea, because it's so foreign, all this PC jargon or jargo, whatever you want to call it. It's so foreign to me. I'm just very fortunate that I have some people around me who are very good at knowing what's what, and then obviously reaching out to certain companies, as I've said, for this direct computers, I think that's their name. They offered me free advice when I asked them about the fans and the CPU cooler to get everything the same. They gave me the advice, without even knowing that I was going to buy off them. They had to ask that question afterwards. They said, are you wanting to buy these off us, or are you looking elsewhere? Which, because they'd helped me, instantly went, I will buy these off you. Regardless if they're a few pound more expensive or like that, I'm not bothered. You've helped me, not expecting anything. So by all means, I will buy these off you. Right, we need to get the last little bit out of the combine. I can't remember whether the combine's still, okay, that answers it. I left it on. And we're 99% done. So we should be in for a bit of money here then. 4,800. So what's it? It's 1,000. So we could get an extra £5,000-6,000 here. But what I will do is I'll go tip this. I'll find out how we're getting on at drilling the canola. Whether they've gone and got the rollers already, I don't know. But I did lease some rollers. I'll find out how they're getting on before we move forward. So right, we'll pull back into here again. I don't know whether the canola's coming here, but certainly for the oat harvest, this is the last time we're coming here with oats. So let's get that tip in and let's see what extra we make here. It's an extra £6,800. So with that, and let's collect on the contract. So collect, there's another 15,000. So we've almost got, that was £21,000 for that contract, and it hasn't really taken us that long. So whilst I'm here, I am going to get this set up. So if I hop out and hop into here, I don't think we're going to get, if we put the header on, I don't think we're going to get through that gap. So let's turn round, pull forward and reverse onto here. And I haven't put the header on the trailer the greatest. This is where the MacDon header will be even better for us than what this is. Like I say, just the width and the ease of transport. Let's just move this to here. We'll get this set up. We'll drop the Bailey trailer off, because then we're going to go in the John Deere and we'll go get the rolls, because then we can follow up behind with the drilling. So let's reverse to here, and then this canola harvest, it shouldn't take too long at all. But like I say, if we can, well, it all depends really, doesn't it? If it's only going to be 4,000 litres, is it worth let's put that onto there. If it's only going to be 4,000 litres, is it worth keeping or is it worth just selling sort of straight away? Right, let's knock that off and let's go hop into here. Like I said, we can just pull the trailer off to the side here and then we will go and pick up the rolls and we'll see you back at the field. So how was he getting on? He has done a good portion of it all, and I would say that's just one headland to go. So if we pull into the field and go get our GPS set up, I reckon if we go 2 headlands like so and then start over at this far end, I don't think we'll be too far away, too far off I should say, what needs to be rolled. So let's have a look. Can we get away? Is there a steering assist? So I think let's start on this one. So lower down, I'm on my front weight there. Lower it down and let's go on to here. And I think we can look at trying to get this field rolled so we're going to maximise yield. The only problem we are going to have is we're going to have to keep hold of the drill for another day, keep hold of the rolls for another day. So I think we may return that baler because I think it'd be a waste of money for us to keep that. Well, you pay peanuts, you get monkeys. I'm going to blame the drill man on getting the tram lines wrong. No, that's the thing with precision farming. If we had subsoiled the old tram lines out, because I put these to 27 metres, I think it was, but never subsoiled the old tram lines out. So that is why we now have multiple tram lines, which is no good whatsoever. So what I am going to do is, whilst we are just rolling on here, I am going to go subsoilers and going to go have a look at, what's that, 2 metres, 4 metres. So this could very well be the one. So I'm just having a quick flick through. So what's, if we were to go with the 4 metre version, that's that, nope. So we are going to go for this one, and we're going to buy this outright because we're going to need it. And when we move into the top field in the next month, we will get those tram lines taken straight out, and I may even do it first job of the next episode. And then once we've removed those tram lines, we know that the new ones coming in should be perfect for what we want. I know one thing, it's the first time I've played on multiplayer, and I've thoroughly enjoyed it. Playing with another, without this sounding weird in any way, but playing with another human on here makes the game so much better, instead of using just AI all the time. But right, we'll just try and get off the field and we can fold this up. Like I say, we're going to have to keep this for next month and keep that drill, which I haven't actually had a look at this drill yet. Oh, let's get into this mode. So that is a 12-metre drill, and let's just have a look in here. So solid fertiliser and canola. It's also a direct drill. So if you wanted to buy one of these, you actually get a grant because it's a direct drill. Because being a direct drill means that you you can get away with not having to plough and all that sort of thing. So save on diesel, CO2 and the likes. But you can get the grant and then still just go plough anyway. Anyways, which I do find that slightly funny, but it's a phenomenal drill. I haven't used it yet in this series. It was definitely one thing that I would like to end up with this, that is for certain, because 12 metres and putting fertiliser in the ground at the same time, just look at that. And we'll have to swap this now, because now that's drilled. Let's swap this to wheat so we don't forget. And what is the working speed on this? So it is 9 miles an hour, so that's a decent speed. And what do you need? 250 horsepower. So our New Holland should pull that perfectly. So right, with that folding up, I think that is about it for this episode. So if we just go check on here, so pH is good, nitrogen perfect. I don't know why the pH is only good, because we did re-lime it again today to try and get it up. Oh, it's perfect there. The only thing that is very worrying is the amount of field we're going to lose because of the tram lines, and especially being a canola crop, it's a very sort of low yielding but high value crop. But anyways, nothing we can do about it now. We've bought ourselves the subsoiler, so we can go gather that up and we can get those done up there. But I just want to say thank you very much for watching. I hope you've all liked and enjoyed the episode, and I will see you again in the next one. Bye for now.